I was here doing all this talking and I turned the mic on. Alright. Go ahead and introduce us. Alright, hold on. Let me get my service face. I'm sorry. Just looking at me stupid. Alright. Alright, let me go. I do this literally every time. And like I'm out the box. Because I'm used to standing up. I like standing up better, but I know you ain't going to want to stand up. Alright, what's going on? This is Marcus here with the boss. My wife, Darlene. And what are we talking about today? Come on.
We talk about
yeah. You was a communication major in school.
That was 20 years ago.
Alright, we talking about relationships and money. I'll lead the way. She's just looking at me like crazy. Alright, I'm Marcus, and in today's video we're going to talk about relationships and money. I'm here with my co-host. Alright, and so we're going to really cover it in three topics. We're going to talk about relationships with regard to dating and money, engagement and money, and marriage and money. We're going to talk about those three things. What you laughing for? What's so funny?
Dating and money. Okay, go ahead.
You segue into a great point. The only reason I wanted to do this conversation, I started this channel and I fell into this YouTube abyss. And I saw this video. I think I told you about it. And I watched this video for 25 minutes. It was this girl talking about her relationships with guys and borrowing money. And it was just amazing to me. I was like, man, this is amazing. Women do this? Then I proceeded to go through and read like 100 comments. And these weren't young women, 18, 21, all had comments about, oh, I loaned the guy some money and I didn't loan him the second time. And so I was shocked. I was like, I don't think money and relationships is this hard. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just stupid. But that's what made me come up with this topic. I think I told you about that time I dived down into this. But I was just completely shocked and perplexed. Because I really only got three types of advice for people. You're either going to get brother advice, uncle advice, father advice, or lawyer advice. And when it comes to relationships and money, they all pretty much on the same stratosphere. So let's start out with dating and money. What are the rules of dating and money? Do you loan money? Do you borrow money? Do you not borrow money? Do you share expenses? Do you buy property together dating? I'm asking.
I can only talk about me and you when we dated. What did we do?
Don't be trying to use me and you. We dated other people before we got together. So it's all fit game.
So
alright, borrowing money. If you're dating, do you loan the other person money?
So yes, I have done that. I've done that, not just. Well, I haven't done it with you.
Not with me.
No, I've not. I haven't done it.
If I loan a girl I'm dating money, she's gonna think she can tell me what to do, and that's not happening. All right, go ahead.
But I did that in college. I let somebody borrow some money, and it was actually for their mom. Like he needed to buy it. I was dating him, I guess, and I let him borrow it. But me and him, when we were dating, it was more so like give and take. So like he would buy me stuff, I would buy him stuff. But yeah, when I let him borrow that money, he never paid me that money back.
Was the give and take? He would get you stuff, you would get him stuff. Who gave the most stuff during the course of that relationship?
Definitely, yeah, because I had the apartment.
Oh yeah.
So I paid the rest. I bought the food. Yeah. So.
Okay, so this is my rule on loaning people money, and I think the same thing in relationships if we date. Don't do it. I don't loan people money. I'm just not going to do it. Either I have it to give to you, I have something to give to you, or in the alternative, I'm going to just tell you no. Now, this is one exception, one caveat. I did loan somebody money once, but it was me offering to loan money in that instance. Because you wanted to buy this car when we was overseas, and this was before kids and obligations, and I actually had money saved up and no responsibilities. So I was like, oh, hey, I give you the money to get that car. Wait, does that make me a simp?
No. No. So in that situation, in my perspective,
Yeah.
like I really appreciated that because you did offer. Like I didn't come and ask you. We were both we were in the military, so we were both two working people. We were well enough capable of paying each other back if we needed to. I had just come to the unit. Like I just came to overseas. I just came to.
She just came to overseas.
Shut up.
Mac Daddy. Go ahead, finish.
So I mean, like, you know, you knew that I was gonna get a check, so
right.
It wasn't like, you know, and I made it a point, and I can remember this. I made it a point to let you know, because just like you don't want the expectation to be something different if you want somebody. And I was the same way. Like I didn't want you to expect anything from me because you gave me some money. Absolutely not. Like, so I made sure that as soon as I got my check, I was gonna pay you back.
Yeah,
That was me being a little older, a little wiser, because it wasn't that way before.
Right.
So yeah, like I mean, and once I got to you, I was grown. I had graduated college already, and so I had done all my stupid stuff with guys and dating and.
Once you got to me, oh, excuse me. So go ahead.
Because I mean, I have also dated, and when you're talking about borrowing money or loaning money, no, I was giving it freely. I was in a relationship. I felt like, hey, this is my dude. So, and I was taking care of folks.
That's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Pardon my language.
So, but you know, you live and you learn. You know, I did that a couple of times. And then right before, the last guy that I was dating before you, it was different. Like we both had our own separate spaces, and it was back to that like give and take. Like I didn't have a car. I borrowed his, but we both paid rent because we both had our own separate apartment. If he had food, I had food. You know, it was give and take. So, and I appreciated that situation much better than the others where I was.
I bet you did.
I would too. But you know, I know that you don't when you're. I know from a female's perspective, when you feel like you're in a situation, in a relationship, you got your dude's back. And that was my perspective. Like, man, I'm just gonna try to encourage him and be all that he can be, and if I'm up, he up.
Be all that he can. Should have joined the army, so he can have us like that.
But
I gotta edit that out. I can't say that. I gotta edit that out. I gotta take that audio out of that part. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I don't know. Like it was just I can't. But it was just that was my perspective. That was in my relationship.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, me, I just never been a borrowing money type of person. Aside from you and my mother, I've never asked a woman for anything. I just can't do it. If I just think that's goofy if I gotta go to you to borrow money. There's plenty of other options I could do to get what I need besides going to ask you for money. I mean, that's just kind of my point of view. But I think to close out this whole dating thing, my perspective is, what I would tell my daughter is, hey, if you're dating somebody, generally there should be no loaning of money in any relationship if you're dating somebody. Only time you give this person something is birthday, holiday, Yom Kippur, Christmas, Kwanzaa, any of those holidays. And maybe Valentine's Day. And he better speaking of Valentine's Day, this is where I'm going to call out my own hypocrisy, because what's always been that philosophy on Valentine's Day?
We don't celebrate Valentine's
Day. Yeah, it's a manufactured holiday.
Right.
If I want to get you some chocolates, I get them on the 15th when they half off. I'm the day free day.
With that being said, and this is my own personal preference, and I'm kind of speaking to women on this only because some women really do. Like they were taught, like this is it's appreciation of love day, and your dude should, get you something. My dad got me something for Valentine's Day every year.
Right.
And yes, I appreciated the bear. Yes, I appreciated whatever he gave me. Like he always gave me something. But I never felt like, oh, this is the one day that he's supposed to show me love. You know what I mean? So it was just his own doing because he loved me and I was his daughter, and that's what he was
do. I get Alexis stuff on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but it's not like, but I never really cared about Valentine's Day. So when I dated, it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like, oh, you gotta give me this or you gotta take me. No, I don't care. Like, if you're gonna show me love, you need to show me love all year round. I don't need this one particular day
message.
Give me for you to give me flowers and chocolates.
I'm gonna be terrible 364 days out of the year, but that one day I'm gonna be a sweetheart.
Like, absolutely not. I think it's stupid, and so that's why I never.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair point. So, but this is where I'm a hypocrite because I agree that's always been our position on Valentine's Day. But when my daughter started dating, I'm gonna tell her if he don't get you nothing on Valentine's Day, run.
See? And that's why I said that. My dad did the same thing. Like
he needs to be nice every day of the year, but especially on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. She'll form her own opinion.
Okay. So I think we're on the consensus there. When you're dating, you don't loan money. If you're gonna give a person money, I think you just give it to them, and I think if you're gonna give them money, you have to say up front, like, hey, I'll give you this money, but I don't expect anything to be weird, like no obligations to do anything or control, because people, I think some people have those ill intentions, or some people, if they receive something from somebody, they may feel like they're obligated. You know what I mean? So I think as long as you make those things up. Definitely don't buy anything together. I'm an attorney, but I'm not your attorney. When you buy something together, you create essentially a business relationship in that property. Imagine we dating and we go buy a $25,000 car together in both of our name. I don't get you nothing for Valentine's Day. You leave me. Now we got to figure out we have this joint interest in this piece of property.
Speaking of that, so I have someone that I know who was dating it's a guy. He was in his relationship for years. I mean, they're still in a relationship. Never got married.
Oh my God.
But they were in a relationship for a number of years. He got a life insurance policy and named her as the beneficiary. So he calls me and is talking to me about putting her as the beneficiary, and his mom, she had like some health issues. So I was like, why wouldn't you put at least your children? He got kids, you know, and his mom, like, I don't know.
His
like,
kids with this same woman?
No, he has kids. He has kids with someone else. So he was talking to me about putting her on his life insurance policy as a beneficiary, and he already did it. When he told me, I was like, that was dumb. Like, and he, of course, did not like. He got mad at me. Because I'm like, dude, like, what if you transition? You just gonna hope? Like, I don't care that you've been married for a long time. You just gonna hope that she take care of your family?
Here's a life insurance policy. You can put 10 people as the beneficiary and divide it up. So I think far as just the dating aspect, we all in agreement on everything. Don't buy joint property together. No loaning of the money. If money is given, you have to give it up front, with a conversation saying that, hey, there's no obligation on either side. That's it. And I'm definitely going to release this in parts because it's so long. That's it. Everything wrapped up. Again, like, subscribe, comment.